Hey guys, what's up? Big, huge, grand, enormous, whatever you want to call it, news today. And it's actually pretty good. I'm really excited for this news. So, Ghost from the Past, if you don't know, will be released sometime next month. I believe the first week of next month. And we got basically the whole set list, if not all of it. I am not 100% sure, but this guy from Twitter, you guys can follow him. He has his tag, his username here for Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I'm not sure who still uses Facebook, but I mean, I guess you can follow him if you use Facebook. Weird name too. I wonder if he calls himself Dual Daddy. I'm not sure if you guys like have seen like YouTubers or whatever that refer to themselves as whatever their username is. It's kind of weird, kind of cringe. But all right, so enough of that. Ghost from the Past too, right? Everyone it was kind of like a toss up, right? We've had previous experience. Ghost from the Past 1 was pretty bad, and now we're here in Ghost from the Past 2, and people thought it was going to be pretty bad. A while ago, we did get leaks for all the ghost rares, and we can see them here. I didn't do a video, so we'll kind of review them. Blue Eyes and Red Eyes is kind of bad, in my opinion. They should have done one, and I don't think Red Eyes should have gotten a ghost rare treatment. Cyber Dragon is really good. Dark Magician Girl is probably the best ghost rare in the set, if it's true, right? Big if true. And I think it will be true because there was a video leaked, and the card that they pulled was a Dark Magician Girl, and that's how we're getting the full set list. The person who made the video basically spoiled the whole set list, if not all. If they didn't spoil the whole set list, they at least spoiled most of it, right? So, again, big if true, but I think it will be true because the quality of the video sucked, but the quality of the cards were pretty good. We also got Dark Arm Dragon, which is kind of a random toss up here, but since it is kind of like a legacy pack here, and we already saw it from the box that we were gonna get it, it just makes sense that we're gonna get Dark Arm Dragon. The Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode is probably gonna be the best competitive wise, if not Cyber Dragon. But Cyber Dragons right now aren't doing too well, so I would say Winged Dragon of Raw Sphere mode because it just clears boards, man. It's a really good card. Moving on here, Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon is probably going to be a sleeper on this. Not gonna lie, because there's different formats, right? You got to think, you got to think outside the current format, and or at least outside the popular format. Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon as a Ghost Rare is going to be pretty big. Red Dragon Archfiend is crap. Not even going to talk about that. And the Eye of 𝗦𝗡𝗅 is also it's crap. We're gonna keep it. We're gonna keep it real here. We don't lie. I don't lie to you guys. Have no reason to lie. No sponsors. I fund everything myself. I can't lie. I cannot tell a lie. All right. So Ghost from the Past to set list. We're gonna start here with Zenith Crystal Dragon. Did they keep the name? It seems like they kept the name, or at least we haven't seen the name yet. So hopefully it is Zenith Crystal Beast because I've kind of gotten used to calling it that. It's a pretty good import because we're about to get some Crystal Beast support. So of course we need this card that kind of did help Crystal Beast a little bit. Although I mean it's Crystal Beast, so they do need a lot of help still. So it's a start as an import, but we need a lot more Konami. And moving on here, we got 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧. Is it Luigi? 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗅𝗡 King Vice Requiem. And as you're going to see here, there's going to be a lot of DD and DDD monsters, at least from what I saw. And we're going to skip it because I can't really speak too much on DDD because I really don't play it. But I will say that it's going to be big for people who play DDD, and we did get actually a pretty good boss monster in Battle of Chaos. People were actually excited for the monster that came out in Battle of Chaos, so that's pretty cool, and it does seem like it's an import. I think all the first cards here listed are imports, and the best import, in my opinion, is Neos Kluger, and it's going to be insane. It's a Neos fusion target. It's really good. I mean, the effect, I think people will sleep on it because it doesn't destroy, doesn't negate, but it does deal a lot of damage to your opponent and it recycles itself. going into Neo's Wise Man, and then you can also heal yourself and also do damage with Neo's Wise Man, as it has kind of the same effect as Neo's Kluger, but better. So I think people are gonna sleep on this, but I think it's going to be really stupid of them to sleep on it, because people are, they use Phoenix Enforcer, Phoenix guy as I call him, in decks, and it's good because of its removal and its recursion. I get it. But Neo's Kluger can just deal almost probably past half their life points if you also include Neo's Wiseman in your deck. So don't sleep on it, guys. I'm telling you, if you have a burn deck, Neos Kluger will probably be a really good addition to it, because it also burns your opponent by a lot. So, moving on here, we're gonna go past these odd eyes, decodes, and Borrowlands, because who the fuck cares? At least I don't. And we're gonna, I think these are gonna be from the fairy structure deck that the OCG got. So that's kind of unfortunate, because I don't want them to take up slots, if I'm going to be completely honest. But yeah, it seems like it's going to be the Sanctuary R structure deck, not reprint, but like they're the R series of structure decks. From what I've seen, they're just kind of improving upon old structure decks, which is kind of cool. The next one up is apparently going to be what's it called? Why do I always blank on names? Gold, Dark World. That's it. I gotta associate things, man, to remember things. But so Dark World will be getting more support, and that is amazing, because I mean, I love Dark World as well. I didn't know Dark World was a huge fan favorite deck, or I didn't know I didn't know a lot of people liked Dark World. If I'm gonna be completely honest, but I dig it, because if more people like it, then obviously it should be getting more support. It just plays really well. But anyways, that's enough of that. This is not a Dark World video. We have Shell Knight and Flint Kragger as the imports for the fossils, which is cool. I kind of wish we had more fossils, because their rock attribute, and I mean, their earth. Earth is probably a pretty good supported attribute, because of warriors. Warriors are usually earth, on the balance of probability, or dark, and we've already had a lot of earth monsters. It's just that the rock, the archetype itself, hasn't really been supported. So good fossils would be nice, Konami. If we move on here, we got some Infernities coming in, which is, I guess, cool. I don't play Infernities, but some of the artwork does look pretty interesting. We got Fossil Machine Skull Convoy, and then Fossil Skull Wagon. So again, more fossils, more fusions for Fossil Fusion, I believe. So I dig it, but again, more fossils. Konami, please. Oh, we got the Dune Buggy here, so hell yeah. I think he fused one of Hasselberry's cards with his cards, so that's pretty dope. Let's see, Contract with the Void. I'm guessing that's more Infernity. I believe I see Dark Dragon in there, so probably not Void. But whenever I see Void, I think of Infernity. So I don't know. Void Cauldron does have Infernity in it. Codex Sporter, cool, cool. Let's see what else sticks out to me. And I don't do competitive that much, guys. So if I'm skipping something that's more competitive, it's just because I really don't give a fuck. If I'm gonna be completely honest, I just like fun decks. I'm not a I'm not an algorithm player. Chaos Greffer, that's interesting. I've never actually seen him, and it's weird that he are chaos monsters usually. Oh yeah, that makes sense. Light or dark. That's cool. I don't remember when he came out, and we'll see if we can read his effect here. So while face up on the field, this card is also a dark attribute. That's pretty cool. You can discard a 1 light or 1 dark monster, send 1 light or dark monster with a different attribute from your deck to your graveyard, but for the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters with the same name of the same monster had on the graveyard. Okay. So kind of just, you can fill your graveyard, because chaos monsters need your graveyard, and then you won't be able to use monsters that you just sent. I love chaos monsters. I just wish they were more supported. Again, chaos monsters and the dark variants of monsters they've always been really cool to me, because the same monsters we're used to, but different, right? So I really do like that. We're getting Prometheus Warrior Lady, which I think was a jump promo, so it's probably gonna suck. I don't remember the effect, but I think it kind of supported. I really don't want to read it, guys. I'll let you guys pause the video and read it. I think it just kind of supported Earth Warriors, which is good for War Rocks, but War Rocks still need a lot, right? So it is what it is. Let's see, Mystical Shine Ball. That's for the fairies, and then we also have these the Ancient of Wisdom cards again for the fairies. Let's see what else. More fairies. Yikes! If you guys remember Ghost from the Past 1, there was a lot of cards from structure deck imports from the OCG, right? One of them I think was Dragoonity, and most of the packs were Dragoonity cards, which kind of sucked. I'm not gonna lie, and it kind of seems they're gonna kind of keep the trend here with the fairies. I'm not a big fan of that because they're getting ultra rare printings, and it's kind of like, do they all deserve ultra rare printings? Probably not. Like that Shine Ball thing is probably like a 5 cent card on TCG Player. It doesn't need an ultra rare printing, but I guess it is what it is because we are getting some hero reprints, which again we're gonna be taking some good with the bad. A lot of these Vision heroes don't deserve reprints, and for some reason we're not seeing the big guy himself, Trinity, reprinted here. We're getting some reprints from Heroes Revenge. So Multiply Guy, Minimum Ray, Increase, Poisoner, Ferris, and Vion. And let's see if there's Gravito, and Multiply Guy, Minimum Ray, and Gravito probably don't deserve a reprint because they're probably really, really cheap. So is Poisoner, but Poisoner is at least good, and in some formats he could actually be pretty good. I mean, in Duel Links he's actually a pretty good card, believe it or not. He has a monster's attack points, and if again depending on the format, that could be really, really good. Increase and Fairies is obviously going to be the chase cards for hero players besides Kluger, but I think that even with Kluger included in here, Increase and Fairies, because they're more generic and they are good for your combo pieces, will be sought after more, at least in the beginning, and then Vion will be also sought after, but less so because we've gotten like so many reprints of Vion. Although in Magical Hero, Vion was going for like at least $4, I think, or somewhere between like $3 or $4. Because I remember selling him a couple copies of Vion, which I think it was a secret rare, right? Maybe that's why. But it always threw me off because Vion has had some decent reprints in recently. We got in Sector Hornet, which we got recently in Sector Giga Mantis, which I don't think was in the set Hornet was in. Hornet, I think, also got the collector's rare treatment, so I'm not sure why they're reprinting it here. He was either a rare or super rare for accessibility in that set as well. So I'm not sure why he's here. Ghostrick Lantern, Spectre, Langshi, Stein, Mary, and Mummy all look adorable. Honestly, I think that this is good for me personally because I don't want to play a Ghostrick deck, but my girlfriend wants to play a Ghostrick deck. She was helping me open some packs, I think from Battle of Chaos, because they might have gotten some new support there. If not Ghostrick, some Halloweeny theme, right? And she wanted to play it, so I'll pick those up and make her a deck. That might be pretty fun. I like Stein personally. Stein and Mummy and Spectre are adorable. Look at this guy. Look at that guy. Like if this guy comes to eat you, I can't be too mad. Vampire Sorcerer, Shadow Vampire, and Vampire Grace. Some more vampires. We did get some vampire support in Battle of Chaos, and here's some DDD stuff. We got Slime, Swirl Slime, Necro Slime, Savant, Copernicus, sure, and Lamia. And then we have some more DD, but DDD, triple Ds. It's bigger, squishier than the regular double Ds. What the fuck am I saying? But let's stick with DDs here for a bit because personally, I don't care too much, but I do see the appeal. I'm not gonna lie, the artwork is kind of interesting, and then the triple Ds, they're a little bit more boss monsters. They look a little bit scary, so I see the appeal of DD and triple Ds, not only in breasts but also in Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Code Radiator, Code Generator, I really don't even know what that archetype is. Tenyi, that's pretty good reprints. We got some in OTS Pack 18, but in ultra rare printing, I guess, sure, why not? I think they're going to be doing pretty good with a new archetype that we just got that I always blank on, but they're like a synchro based deck. I think in Dawn of Majesty, and I think they got one more support card in Battle of Chaos. So now it's there, right? Worm monsters, worm archetypes can get a little bit better support here. All right, so what else we got? This is huge, guys. We got some Plunder Patrol. I was gonna call him Poison Control. That makes no sense. Plunder Patrol is also an archetype that I see and I'm interested in. It's just that they don't have a lot of support. They have interesting artwork. Their fusions, I think they only have fusions, are really interesting as well. But again, even their typing, right? Fiend Water is pretty interesting. It's just that they don't have a lot of support. But it's nice to see them reprinted because they didn't get reprinted in the 2021 tin. So it's nice to see them here, and maybe that will be the pattern. Maybe Konami will not be reprinting the world premiere cards that we get in the main sets in the tins, and they're gonna rather put them in whatever Ghost from the Past set of the year will be. So maybe now we got Despia Comedy Tragedy, Aluber, and then Despia. So or Dramaturge, my bad, Dramaturge of Despia. Yes. So these cards should have been reprinted and should have been. They should have. We should have been. We as a community probably should have waited for them in a tin because I feel like this is too soon for them to get reprinted. But at the same time, Aluber was $100, and people want to play broken decks. So it is what it is. They can have a more accessible Aluber. Although I don't think it's. People were saying, oh, it's going to be a $5 card now. Come on, it's Konami. This is going to be like 2 or 3 per case. It's still going to be really hard to pull. It's going to probably be like $50 around. So, no. Then we got Manju of 10,000 Hands. Amazing reprints because we're getting some world premiere cards for rituals, right? Book guy, whatever the book guy's name is. I'll put some overlays if I don't forget. Libromancer, that's what it is. See, my brain works if I associate something with it, I will remember it. Alien Ammonite, cool. I wonder if we're getting some more alien support. I think we got some actually, or are we about to get some in the next main set? I forgot. Let's see, is that all? Because I don't think that is. No, alright, so Malefic Cyber End Dragon, really weird. I think that's the only Malefic card in here at least that I remember seeing. Galaxy Soldier is an amazing reprint. In some of the sets, it's actually like a $20 card, I think, if not a $10 card, which is kind of real. It's ridiculously stupid because it's a good card, it's a good extender, it's not that great, it's not broken, right? So making it like a $10-20 card, it doesn't make sense, especially since it doesn't fit in every deck. It's generic, sure, but it's not that generic, right? It's not an Ash Blossom, for example. Despot 001, Retaliating C. I think people were looking into more C cards now that Max C is unbanned in the Master Duel game, right? They're kind of looking at other C cards. Maybe Konami's kind of fueling the nerds a little bit here, like, hey, check out this one. Maybe this one will do something. Probably not, because Max C is MVP. Dotscaper, I think that you can combo off pretty well with Cyber Stacks with this card, so I'm not happy with that. Rise of the Mega Monarch, great reprint, Konami. Then we're gonna skip here because these are pretty big as well. So Rare Fish, Mystical Sand, Ancient Elf, and Giant Soldier of Stone. That's a weird fusion. Great Mammoth of Golden Fine, Rose Spectre, and Sandwich. I think these are all ready fusion targets. They're all normal, and I think they're all level 6 or lower. And we got Spellcaster Dark, Plant Dark, Fish Water, Rock Earth, and Zombie Dark. We got a lot of Dark. I kind of hope we get more generic cards for like fire, lights, and stuff like that. But I mean, this is a good start. I think Rare Fish was selling. It was a pretty expensive card, and since we also did just get that Beetle in OTS 18, I kind of like that they didn't reprint it again here because it kind of makes that card a little bit more sought after, right? 𝗦𝗡𝗃 Fortress Dragon, pretty decent reprint, but I think the bigger reprint is Rampage Dragon because it is an amazing card in Cyber Dragons. If you don't use this in Cyber Dragons, what the hell are you doing? Dark Magician of the Dragon Knights. I guess that's a good reprint. Maybe I needed it. I'm not too sure. 𝗦𝗃𝗃 Mega Fleet Dragon. Definitely needed it. I think the secret rare printing was like a $5, maybe $7 card. And this is, like I said, it's an amazing reprint. It seems like they're reprinting a lot of cards that were in the Battle of Chaos sets, right? They reprinted Vision of Heroes, and now they're reprinting Mega Fleet. I'm not sure if Mega Fleet was premiered in that set, but it's nice seeing him here. Quintet Magician, probably one of the better cards as well because I mean, it's pretty scary. Again, in some formats, this card is absolutely a boss. So I'm just gonna leave that there. Plunder Patrol Liz, again, more Plunder Patrols, and okay, so they did have synchros. That's pretty cool. Yeah, Plunder Patrol extra deck monsters look pretty cool. I ain't gonna lie, and again, they have that weird typing match with Fiend and Fire. So synchros. Okay, Fiend Light and Fiend Fire. That's still pretty interesting. Let's see. We're skipping most of this. I don't want this to be too long here. What else of note here? Fiend Dark. That's not too weird. We got 𝗦𝗃𝗃𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗧𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏𝗏. I think this was a $20 card at a point from Magical Hero, I believe. So again, really good reprint, Konami. Honestly, dude, I will give you shit when you fuck up, but this is if true, this is a really good set so far. Then we got Halki here, which I think was a $50 card, or is currently a $50 card, and it's an amazing reprint. And we know this is confirmed, so this is a really good reprint. Konami, Vampire Sucker, more vampire supports, and Pedo Bait. Let's see, Flute of Summoning Karibo is really weird and random. What else? We got a Fossil Fusion reprint I see here, so that's really good. It probably was needed since we don't have a reprint since the Battle of Armageddon set or whatever it's called, and I think that's gonna be the video, guys. I'm gonna be switching. I'm gonna be switching devices here because we do have a giveaway, and we're gonna be picking up the winners. Alright guys, in the interest of keeping this as short as possible, on the right here we have an application called Postman. It will make a request to an API I built that will be using the comments for the video and the phrase Blazing Chicken. We will see all the entries. We will get one entry that will be selected at random, and then we will verify if they are a subscriber here because we can just hover over the person and it'll say that they're subscribed, right? So you have to be publicly subscribed because otherwise I can't verify that you're subscribed to me, right? All right, let's move on. Let's go ahead and pick the winner. We're gonna send the request here, and so 4 total entries. The giveaway phrase was again Blazing Chicken, and the name is CJ. So we'll go ahead and copy CJ over here and see if he is a public subscriber, and it doesn't seem like he is. So we're gonna draw another guy here, and actually we're gonna go ahead and switch to localhost here because I have not pushed the changes so we can see all the entries here. And the next one up that was randomly selected was Kevin D, this guy here, and he's not publicly subscribed either, so we're gonna redraw the entry here. For some reason my cursor doesn't want to show up here. Alright, so a doorway, I know that guy. He should be a publicly subscribed person, and he is. He won again. All right. It is what it is. Kevin, CJ, you have to publicly subscribe, or else I can't verify that you're a subscriber. And the whole point of giveaways is to increase sub count. So I'm sorry, dudes. CJ, or not CJ, a doorway won. I will contact him, and I'll send him out whatever cards I promise. I think it was Red Eyes and Blue Eyes from some sense. So I really just covered stuff that I liked, that I found interesting, because other videos will probably just focus on like meta shit, but I really don't care, man. The meta is pretty boring. If you play Master Duel, the Synchro event, it was pretty boring because we got a lot of algorithm players that if they fucked up their algorithm, they would just scoop up, so you just wasted your time joining the duel. I mean, a win is nice and all, but I don't like it when they just scoop on turn 1 or turn 2 when they don't get what they want. And then when they do get what they want, you can't play your game. So either way, it's kind of a waste of time. I don't like algorithm players. It is what it is, though. I guess you need the good with the bad. All right. See you guys in the next one.